Hey creatures, I'm trying to keep my thoughts straight and talk to y'all while I'm making me lunch. It is, well, shit. This clock says 12:39, but that clock says 12:34. May 12th, 2026. I looked at my calendar over there. I did a video a while ago about it said like two men from me. Basically, I was vlogging and speaking my point of view because there has been really interesting, deep conversations I've had with men, and just conversations, and it made me realize like how shitty it is to be a man. Go look at my video. I'll probably tag it somewhere if I remember. I think I have a note right there. It should be okay. But yeah, I did a video on men and how shitty it is for them. And recently there was a video that popped up. Well, first it was videos about goth chicks that popped up, and how goth chicks aren't real goth chicks anymore. And I'm just like, they're not. As an OG, they're not. I see it. And that's okay. It's becoming popular because of Wednesday. And that's okay. But hear me out here. There's also other things that's been popping up. But that kind of like really got me thinking about it because of like how like the topics behind it. And it really made me think that autistic girls are trying to find a safe outlet. Is this still recording? Okay, first I saw 2:43 and it looked like it paused for a second. But yeah, autistic girls are looking for a new outlet. And I think the Barbie girl is out. And the Wednesday 313 is in. And in my point of view. And I think that is causing another like ripple in this whole scaling system. I believe that's what I called it before. I kind of want a little spicier. Anyway, sorry. I remember where I'm at scale, ripple, scale, ripple, scale, ripple, scale. But I think that too is messing with this whole dating scene because there's a whole bunch of at least from what the boomers that were talking were saying, and how they are telling us to our face that, yeah, the metals and the plastic did do that to y'all. Autism and stuff is on the rise because of that. And because of that, I'm losing my thoughts. I'm not being very good multitasking lately. I don't know why. I'm blaming the sky. Whatever's going on in the stars today. May 12th, 2026. Yeah, 12:45. I think the scale is flopping because people 66, because people don't know what they want. Yeah, people don't know what they want. And what you men and what you females, but men mainly, because men are supposed to be the caretakers, the caregivers. At least that's what you want to be sometimes, right? You want to be this caregiver. Women, for eons, at least from what I've watched, read, and listened to, never really got the chance to do what they want or know what they want. But except for those occasional women that were like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want, however I want. But most of the time, we did not. We as women did not. And because of that, now that, oh crap, sorry, 8:08 on the timer, as I think this spiritual alert. This is like what the spiritual people have been saying. And it's just a really quick, well, they get it. But anyway, women nowadays are really tired, they're really fed up, and in all 8 corners, from being a mom, wearing multiple hats, to being a working woman and wanting to go back to just being a mom. Okay, it's just to not wanting to do none of it at all, to just wanting to just lay down and bathe in the sunlight and whatever, you know. Women are feeling like that. Women want that. A lot of men know that. A lot of you men understand that. And just like women can manipulate you, you guys can manipulate women. I had to get gloves because I don't want to dirty my hands too much. The kind of flip side of it all, which it still happens if you're a man, but it happens more so if you're a woman than a man, The flip side of it all is women are clueless. They gonna argue in my comments all they want. As someone born a woman with a normal, natural, deep voice, alto voice, because I am an alto. Okay, I'm not a freaking soprano. I know these things. Okay, as a true woman, I know these things. We can be clueless. Or we can be extremely smart. But all in all, we can be clueless. And I personally think autism in women is a lot higher than autism in men. Women are just better at masking it because over generations, women were told how to do something. And because it was a repetitive pattern, it just stuck with them, and they didn't have to worry about change too much. The only time they really had to worry about change is when they lost their spouse, and that's when things got chaotic because women had to step up and do other things. Now there are some women who were smart with autism and they got curious, and the man was in love with that curiosity. Same old, different story, you know? It's a lot. There's a lot. Women are very complex creatures. And I did this video like ages ago. And it was like an hour long because I was more all over the place then than I am now. Like I really was, because as a woman, I don't understand those women. 13, 3. I also saw 12 too. Like I really don't. I don't understand this. Like I'm bi-curious. I really am. I've done some things with my lady friend, my wifey. Okay. And so like I would say I know a girl, not a girl. I know a lady, a woman, inside and out. At least in my perspective. We are really complex creatures. Okay? And it doesn't help that we were always told to do things this way. And thus autism in women was misthought. And I think that's what women's problem is. Men. I honestly think that's what our problem is. Like, we don't even know, because we are told to do this, that, and the third. And that's why we excel in it so wonderfully, because autism, sorry, that bird has been just going at it. all day, all day. But yeah, um, autism is easier hidden because for eons, eons, throughout many cultures, we were told to do this, do that, do this, do that. And we didn't have to really lift a finger. But now that we are lifting a finger, everything is more complex than what it used to be. And a lot of women are cool with that. But it also brings its own troubles. Because the women that aren't cool with it, there's a lot of in-house clashing with that. Because the women that are doing one thing want what the other one has, and vice versa sometimes. And that can be very fucking disgusting, you know? And it can cause jealousy within friendships, which is why females don't have many friends, which is why this is kind of basically going where my whole 1 hour video was going. Holy crap. And I'm only 20 minutes in just about. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. Sorry, that's cool. That's so many missing puzzle pieces. Interesting. Women, I need to stop cutting myself off. Women are more autistic, because we were told to do things more often than not. And we were more so looked at as the doll. So no one really thought about looking at how our brains work. But now we are in an era where women want to do what they want to do. So autism is more so being noticed and aware of on a broader spectrum than it being, more apt as a note. We, in this day and age, are being overfed in a lot of aspects. And because, men had to, if you really think about it, men kind of had it bad. I'll talk about that. And thus, when something was wrong in a boy, now I'm coming up with this as a theory. This is entertainment. This is a theory because of my life. Men growing up had to buck up or shut up or buck up, or women got to sit down and look pretty. All right, shut up and listen. Sit down and shit. You're supposed to be. Women are supposed to be seen, not heard, and men are supposed to buck up or shut up. Right? So our spectrums, instead of them being the same, they are horribly, horribly different. Okay? Men got the tism beat. Well, we both got it beat out of us in different ways. Yeah. We both got it out of us in different ways, which bred us to have these different mindsets on certain things, which now, perhaps in the year 2026, as I'm noticing, we are trying to unbreed that within us. 2024, 2025 is what I just caught on my timer. We are trying to breed that out of us, which is causing all of this ripple effect within the dating pool, right? And I'm just coming up with this because of all of the gothic stuff that I've seen. Like my last video I couldn't put out because I felt like I was missing pieces to the puzzle. Like, why are women so confusing? Like, I got about an hour in and I was just like, why are we so complex? Because I'm trying to talk about us, and I am a woman. I was born a woman. 21 on the timer. I was born a woman, and yet I still feel we are complex in some way, shape, or form. Like, we have all these different traits. 101 on my mouth. I almost said Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. It's 101 on the timer on my microwave. I can't talk. I can't do this. Anyway. Season the shit out of this. Oh, my language, I'm sorry. We got little ones around. I ain't trying to cuss that much. But yeah, we are, so we are so complex, 2231, because our autism got bred a different way. And we have been trying to basically unbreed it out in our own way. In our own way. At least I think that's where my brain is officially gone. Because of the whole goth stuff. Like, that and the fact sorry, there's like really big chunks. It's just we're just really complicated, and it's we are really complicated, and it doesn't help that we are only looked at to do certain things. Thus, when it comes to us doing different things, it's phone just dinged 2422. It's not that it's hard for us, we can't do it. It's because autism isn't one of the first things somebody's gonna look at when it comes to a girl. Yeah. And like, we are obviously coming into a world where like nose itches, die itches, everything just wants to start itching all at the same time. It's 1:05 and there's a squirrel outside. I don't have any peanuts for you today, Boo. I'm sorry, mommy. I normally feed her. I don't got no squirrel nuts. Oh yeah. I think that's what the problem is for the female aspect. For the male aspect, so like if you if you're not going to go watch the video and you made it this far, okay, and you made it this far, and you decided that you're not going to watch the video, like if you could, you should still go watch the video. I think there's some decent points in the video, but I saw 26 on the timer, and then it's 106 right here. Why am I doing that? Don't worry about it. If you know my page, you know why. I think like the biggest problem, in my humble entertainment opinion, is men are struggling to be men because it's being bred out that men don't need to be providers anymore. And women are struggling, though, like, it's not really a struggle. Well, it's not really a struggle per se, but women aren't feeling safe enough to do certain things because of the lack of attention to autism, especially at 2026, in the day and age of recording this to the people around my age, 90 babies and stuff, you know. I don't know how it's going to be for the coming generations. Like, I have a 5-year-old who's on the spectrum. He's a boy, though. He's a boy, of course. It's a boy, a born boy. And boys normally, like, can get out of, like, the autisms a lot easier than, like, it's different, in my opinion. I shouldn't say easier. It's different. It's different. So I don't know how it's going to be for anybody in the future. But right now, as of 2026, Gregorian calendar 2026, we are in an autistic rut. It's people like it's people really saying it's on the rise, but it's not really on the rise. It's really just being noticed. And I don't know. I don't know. We're in a weird time. Like, I was talking to my baby daddy a couple days ago. What was it? Like, it was like yesterday, I think. Or 2 days ago, 3 days, I don't remember. But I was talking about one of his YouTubers that he showed me. And I was like, it's my fault he stopped posting. We women, we always ruin things. And he was like, it's not your fault. And I was like, it is my fault. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, you're right. It's your fault. I know, I know, I know. Typical, typical woman thing to say. What? Now, how is it his fault? Well, long story short, he told me to post what I posted on the YouTube page. And ever since I posted what I posted, old dude stopped, he stopped posting videos. I was so mad. I was just like, hey, what happened to such and such and such and such? And it's just like radio silence. And then he was like, oh, babe. Wait, what? No, it was your fault. No, it was his fault. And dang it, me. Sorry, too much talking. This isn't going to come out as a burger. I should put that. I don't think the egg is going to hold up. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's my lunch. I'm going to cook my lunch. It's so much better. It looks like a salad. Probably eat it like a salad. Don't, because there's an egg in there. Hold up. I mean, maybe if I put like lime. Maybe. Nuke it in the microwave. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, I know I'm all over the place. I'm really am just raw dogging this 33:13 on the timer. Like unlike the guys, I was more organized and ready. The girls, I try to get organized, and it just feels like it gets more complex at 33:31. But yeah, it just feels like it gets more complex, more and more I think about it, and it makes me like lean into the guys and being like, okay, I understand why y'all feel so frustrated with us females, cause we are complicated. And at this point in time, cause like all my life I've been told I'm slow. Like I'm slow. You slow. You slow. I mean, you an airhead. You slow. You's a phonics kid. Hooked on phonics kid. But like on top of all of that, 34 on the timer, on top of being told all of that, I've been told you gonna have to find yourself a man to take care of you. Okay, you too stupid to take care of yourself. You know how demeaning and disgusting that is to hear? As a little girl, the phone's on 20%. Like, that's disturbing. And like, I'm one of those girls that's like, oh, really? No, I'm gonna live that single life. I'm gonna be a single mama. If I if it comes down to it, I'm gonna be a single mama with a very productive career. Okay, well, if it comes down to it, I'll be sleeping, and money will be made. Okay, matter of fact, my kids and their kids and their kids and their kids, so on and so forth, for eons upon eons. When they sleep, they will be making money. Okay? By all means necessary. Alright? Said that to her hands down. I did. And at least from my point of view, I don't know about any other. I mean, I know other people have that thought. But not. Oh, you're in the. Oh, man. You find one sugar ant after you switch from honey, or from sugar to honey. You find one sugar ant. The whole world just decides it wants to say hello. 111 on my oven. I got lucky the day of this recording. I wouldn't say it. You don't need to know. Just know they ain't gonna be here later in the future. Alright. Thank goodness for apartment. Anyway, what was I saying? Help me out, friend. This is called parallel play. Alright? Where you just let the video do its thing and it just plays until it plays. I don't know how long I'm gonna leave this on. Ooh, you know what's so good with this? Cheddar cheese. I call this hair, I don't know the official name of this hair blend, but to me, it's the Maiden Crown. Don't look me up on TikTok. I totally spelled it wrong on purpose. Because that's how you apparently get interaction. It's so stupid. TikTok is so stupid. But like once you own it, you own it. And it is crazy. Like let me tell you, it is wild. It is wild. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be up. I don't even know. $39.39. I really hope this video makes it to like whatever it needs to go in the future. But TikTok is wild. Okay? It's not wild like Vine. But it 114 on my oven. in 40:01 here. It perfected what Vine could not. It perfected what Vine could not. 40:14. Vine could not do what it is doing. Oh no, the air got to this. That was my keys if you're not watching the screen. About that. I thought that. Anyway, I think I'm still talking 444 because I feel like there's some other things missing. Oh yeah. On the scale of women being probably more autistic than men, like, because we are told to do some certain things and we just do it. And it's not really a lot of question. But then when we question it, or when we are questioned, and when we're wrong, numbers are almost done. I ain't gonna put my cheese right there. Think about it. Thought about it. Think about it. Thought about it. Good. Because women are really good at sitting down and looking pretty. Sorry, I was looking at it. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh no, I broke it. Oh, it's fine. Oh no, the table, it's broken. Yeah. I don't know how else to like say that. I at this point feel like that's basically it. And so you don't have to try to re-listen to this whole video. My whole point, I guess, would be women are probably more autistic than men, and we are overlooked as such. The cheese didn't hold it together as well as I thought. We are overlooked as such because we are meant to look a certain, act a certain, and be a certain way. And I'm not saying that out of spite of men, as if men don't go through that same thing. Men do in a totally different way. But because of the way women go through it, it's overlooked that there's something wrong. Because of the fact that Handmaid's Tale is such a very good series, y'all. Like I never finished it. I think they're like down to like 3 or 4 seasons now. I don't remember. But yeah. Autism is overlooked in women. Or yeah, autism is overlooked in women because of the factors of like y'all there's that story of a black woman who gave birth and she was a vegetable. I can't remember her name right now. Sorry, that was weird. I can't remember her name right now. R.I.P. to Squid Kid 1111. R.I.P. to all my other brothers and sisters, my nieces and nephews, my aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. Mom and dad. But yeah, that lady who was a vegetable. Yeah, she gave birth. Wow, y'all. Wow, it was crazy. I'm almost done. Look at that. It needs to not stick so much still. Yeah. So that's why it's overlooked all the time. No, this shirt does not give murder. That's why it's overlooked a lot. And it's crazy. Now that I think about it. And I think that's another reason. I mean, yeah, in my perspective, from everything I've noticed, I think that's another reason why things shift or in one language, why things shift a different one way. In another language, 49, I'd say why the dating pool is the way it is. Yeah. car. I don't know if y'all can hear any of the sounds. That's why I'm also voicing those. Chirping bird, crow. That's a mailman? Sounds like a mailman. Oh, this is gonna be good. But yeah, that's my conclusion. Women are more autistic. Therefore, when 555 on the timer, when we get to, sorry, I like this hair. This sassy gay boy said he loved my hair today. When we get to a mindset of, at least for me, I think I'm coming to terms that I really am autistic. Because, again, family call me an airhead, dodo brain, clueless, stupid, retarded. I said airhead? I think I said airhead. That's the biggest one. Yeah. As someone who's coming to terms that they might be autistic and watching as the world is coming to terms with autism and how it is in a lot of kids right now, I think it's been I think it's the women's fault, but not fully the women's fault. Okay, the autism is as it is. I hate to say that. It's not our fault for real. Because we were just, wah. I think because our genes are so hereditary. Our genes are as moms, our genes are so hereditary. And I think that's why it's seen a lot more in boys than it is in girls as well. Because girls, 1:33 on this clock up here. Because girls normally inherit more so like their father's side, and boys do their mother's side. Okay? It's really weird how that does it. So what if that's the thing? And that's why it becomes so hereditary. Because we as women were not taken care of. We were told to sit down and look pretty for a while. And now that we are actually trying to take care of ourselves, certain things are becoming on the rise. Autism is becoming on the rise. I'm looking at my notes here, and one of my notes says people are more isolated. It's like, we know. It's like, yeah, of course we all know. And we're overthinkers because we're isolated. It's also under there. It's like, yeah, that's something we know. And I wonder if that isolation 5505. Is that isolation and overthinking this also doesn't help doesn't help. I don't know why I thought about Elon Musk there for a second. And my hair color. Yeah. That might be part of it too. I do think so. Yeah. Because it's becoming more unseen. And because it's becoming more unseen, it's only gonna what? Closed mouths don't get fed. Homeschooling is such a thing, you guys. And so many people are homeschooling and teaching their kids right, and nobody wants to go to public schools. What is public schools going to look like in the future if people keep isolating? And nobody notices the hereditary sign of autism. I say that with quotations. I say that with air quotes. Hope you're listening. If not, you might have to go back and re-listen to this. Actually. Yeah. That's wild to think about. That truly is. How would someone even breathe something like that out? If it is even breathable, you know? Because for generations, for eons, women have not been looked at. I love this color of my hair. It's so futuristic. People. It's actually not bad veggie burger. This is jackfruit, seasoned jackfruit, peppers, red peppers, celery, broccoli, egg, some seasoning, cucumber. Literally just a bunch of vegetables I had that were left over. I just chopped them up and seasoned them. Oh, I need to get seasoning. People don't know seasoning is the best thing out there. You cannot just live off of salt and pepper. If you want your meals to be good, you need to have a cabinet full of different seasoning. So your next meal, even if it's leftovers, you can turn it into something different just by changing that one seasoning. There's also honey in this. And like Japanese or Chinese mayonnaise or Korean. I don't remember where I got it. Anyway, I think that's all I got. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I might make another one of these. They're really good. I'm a piggy. Oink oink. Okay. No, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Women are complex, and I believe women are more artistic than men are. We're just a lot more capable of handling it because of eons of how women needed to, you know, work. So at that point, does it really take a broken woman to fix women, or does it take a fixed woman to fix broken women? You introduce a new part. Because you can't just completely. Okay, that's it. That's it. I ain't gotta say nothing else. Y'all understand. If you know, you know. Alright. Alright. Actually, I have enough for like a little taco. So, in fact, yeah. Side bread. Mwah. 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 And probably tarot girlies, and probably punk girlies, and probably some of the studs out there, and probably the cosplay girlies, and the police girlies, and the nurse girlies. Like, it's all the girls. Okay, I want to say probably all the boys too, but but the girls, we have it worse because we are a lot more complicated than most. And I'm starting to think I see why. Yeah, sorry, this was like an after recording. But yeah, that's it. No, it's not. That's not it. I really am starting to see why. Because I'm a girl. I'm a girl. And there was this time at Popeyes. I went to Popeyes because I haven't had Popeyes in like forever. Like forever. And they had this sweet and sour chicken and this strawberry cheesecake I wanted to try. And I was like, okay, fuck it, let's go. Let's go eat. And I might actually try that tomorrow or something like that. I don't know. And so I went there. And this dude comes up to me and he's like, oh yeah, so you probably one of those girls, the way you dressing and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I make videos. Like, yeah, YouTube and blah, blah, blah. Like, just giving it out. Come to find out, like, near the end, like, somewhere in the middle of our conversation, it clicked to me that this man was trying to get some. And I didn't realize it until, like, near the middle, close to the end of the conversation. Like, because I was really talking about starting my business and how I edit my own videos and stuff and blah 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 blah. And he over here and like how I'm trying to find connections and whatnot and get connected. And his brain, he's thinking what, like the blood on his brain done went somewhere else. But yeah, that's it. I just want to talk about that and stuff. Yeah, anyway. back to a previous recording before I interrupted myself. Sorry, past self, future self here, signing out. I hope future self edits this pretty well in, because I might come back with another message. Because this is girls are. I'll be thinking about this for a minute, and I'm recording it now because now I'm understanding female brain. I didn't understand female brain until now. Is that why I was I reincarnated as a girl for a reason? For this exact reason? Because I didn't understand the female brain. Sorry, future self. You gotta deal with that. But yeah, that's why I had to become reincarnated as a girl. Because the female brain is really complex. We are very complex. We are beyond like autistic. And that's probably why we mask it so well. Because we've been masking it as females for years. So and that's why females seem to be better at things than men when we actually focus on it. Y'all, like, did y'all notice that? Have y'all noticed like the miracles of how certain women are better at certain things than men? It's because we are all technically probably autistic. Yeah, it was probably somehow bred it. And I'm just talking too much now. I'm talking too much. Anyway, me, fix this. Take me out of here. Back again. I just caught 4:32 on my clock. Future me, put this somewhere. I don't know where this is going to go because it's a random thought as I'm trying to fix my curtains. But now as I think about it, like I'm over here trying to fix my curtains, and I was thinking about like having my kid, my little one, and how awesome it is, and how hard it also is. And I only have one kid. And then it hit me, all the women that are probably crying because they have to take care of more than one child, they are probably autistic, and they are not, well, yes, they are probably autistic or just tired. And if they're not, okay, and if they're not tired, the autistic part, sorry, that I did not see that eye booger. How long was that there? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Who cares? At least you know I'm real. And now they are. Anyway, that's probably why a lot of women like get overstimulated so heavily and start crying and freaking out and losing their minds because they don't have an outlet or a support system to help them with the autism. And what if that's also, so 212 on the timer. What's that end of the year song? I don't know. I think the song is on High School Musical. I think. No, it's more like a pew pew thing, I think. I can't remember it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's probably why they get so overstimulated and snap and either, unalive their boyfriends or themselves and their kiddos. They're probably not only overstimulated, but also, the brain is wired in a different way. So therefore, it's going to react differently to different things. Yeah. It's a good song. I think it's called Cassie by Flyleaf. Yeah. Anyway, future me, have fun putting this somewhere. So I'm at this Jewish cemetery. This is actually one of my favorite ones I like to go to. I actually haven't been here in a while because I haven't brought any offerings to them. One of these days, I'm gonna have to bring offerings, but I didn't bring any offerings, so I've been, dodging this place. But the reason I am recording this is because this is just a quick, random note, a random crazy lady theory as I'm walking around here. But there's a thing on the internet that goes around saying that the Jewish star is actually evil and that it really has locked demons away inside instead of it being a really good but not all entities are good anyway, so it's whatever. But I'm looking at this star and I know it kind of I kind of thought it reminded me of Masonic tree for a bit, but then I kind of just threw it off because people like to claim things that don't belong to them all the time. So who's to say who's is what? But I'm here at this graveyard, and some of the stones I just showed you have hands on them, and I've never noticed those before. And those hand symbols reminded me of when celebrities would do their hand symbols. So what if this whole Illuminati thing is wrong and all of these people aren't Illuminati? Okay? Because they laugh at people when they call them Illuminati. What if they're just Jewish and they are representing the Jewish culture? Which would kind of make sense because of what Kanye said. Kind of makes sense because of what he said. But it was just a random thought as I was over here checking it out, seeing how it's doing, because I haven't been out this way for a fat minute. It's very pretty out here today. It's very hot too. I'm probably going to go get me a drink. But yeah, I just wanted to take a note, take a vlog, put my thoughts down, because that was actually very interesting to see. Like, like for real, I've been to this graveyard several times. Huh. It is May 17th, 11:37. I am listening to a Diary of a CEO on YouTube, and the one, I forgot the guy's name. He's some Asian dude, and he's talking about his predictions on what's going to happen. And all of which sounds pretty good and sounds like things that can happen. That's nor here nor there. It's not what I really want to talk about. What I want to talk about is. Sorry, my brain is going places. What I want to talk about is the fact that people are underestimating Trump. I First and foremost, I am not a Trump supporter. I am not a fence sitter either. I am a bird watcher. Okay, I am a watcher. Okay, I am watching this from the treetops. And from my view up high, everybody is right in one way or another. All of these, there's so many pieces to the puzzle. Everyone is right. But then there's pieces to the puzzle that go to another puzzle that is mixed up inside. And I'm saying this because the guy that's speaking on Trump is saying that he was only a TV man. He was only on the TV. Only like, yeah, he's only an actor on the TV. And I'm just like, is that what your predictions are based off of? It's just him running his TV show? Because him doing that TV show was just showing the world that he's a businessman. He's not hiding and he's coming to the forefront. At first, it was little subtle um, image, um, imagery of him because he's a Nepo baby. Okay? He's spoon fed. Okay? His daddy had the money, and so he had money to play with to get to where he is now. Okay? Hopefully, all of those terms you understand what I'm saying. Okay? I'm saying it like this because I don't know what 10, 20 years is going to be like, so I don't know how or if anyone's going to see this video, but he was born into a world, into a family that had money. He was born into a family that had money, and he was smart and played and made sure that money continued to expand and not look stupid with it. Okay? That's what he did. And like there's a whole lot of other things. Like his daddy done built a his daddy built apartments in Cincinnati, but then they were taken down later. I think because of some type of zoning something. Yeah, making money and then saying, "Up, this area isn't good enough, so now I gotta take it down." So they were doing business moves, and I'm saying all of this because the people are saying Trump is stupid. I'm a businesswoman. I am an entrepreneur. People call me stupid because I didn't go to college. But I know for a fact college is a scam unless you are going to be like working with people like a doctor, a nurse, a firefighter, a police officer, a lawyer for sure, a judge for sure, a therapist. Yes, Perhaps, yes. Kind of, sort of, not really. Maybe not college, but you should get licensed for that. And like maybe there's probably other jobs too, but legit, college should only be used to educate people who are going to be, oh, and teachers, to educate people who are going to be helping people. Okay? Now, if you're a speaker, that's a totally different thing. But if you're an educator, you should be educated. Okay? Well, speakers, you should be educated too. But on that point in time, you normally are educated because you are teaching yourself. But yeah, as a businesswoman, looking at this with a business mindset and trying to jump into political stuff, because I'm not a political woman. This girl does not do political things at all. Sorry, my brain is going places. Like I'm thinking of side topics while I'm talking about this main topic. But that's why I keep stopping and like, because I'm ADHD brain. I'm double talking to myself. But yeah, as a businesswoman trying to learn political stuff, I'm seeing this more so as him making business moves rather than political moves. Everything is moving in a weird, everything is moving weird, which is why everybody's so angry at him. A pattern is broken, which is why there's so much anger. A pattern was broken. We are, as human beings, we naturally like patterns, which is probably which is another reason why autism is probably on the high for a side note. Because, yeah, I don't, if you've watched my autism video or my compilation talk, yeah, this might even be on there. I don't even know at this point. This might be on there. This might go on there. But yeah, because, well, it might, because I'm talking about pattern recognition. Autistic people understand pattern recognition. And if my theory is right, everybody in the United States is most likely, everybody in the United States is autistic in some way, shape, or form. It may not be extreme because, we've dealt with things so much that we are now in the normal. But if a pattern gets broken, your brain gets broken, which might explain all the Karens in the world right now. Because in this video of autism, I speak about women. Women aren't looked at as much and weren't looked at as much with their mentality, especially because of war and politics and all that. Women were not allowed to do that. So autism in women was not seen a lot. So because patterns are breaking, the women are freaking out more, which is why Karens are a thing. Oh, my stomach is hurting. I'm about to throw up. Oh, my stomach really just started hurting. Like, seriously. But like, what if that's the thing? Yeah. Autism is a thing. Asperger's is one of the things that's in the autism spectrum that I recently learned. I didn't know they were merged. So I can just call people autistic instead of saying maybe she has Asperger's. Or maybe he has Asperger's. No, it's just autism. And the female brain is so like heavily coded in it because nobody paid it, no one knew about it. There wasn't a name for it until now. It wasn't properly looked at until now. 10, 11. And now that we have proper, like, this is like really like making me kind of sort of sad thinking about it like this while I was talking about Mr. Businessman, because I like business and that's probably my thing. No, I know what my thing is. It's not that, but I know enough about what I know to understand that Donald Trump is playing everybody. I'm just gonna ring this around because like my stomach is really hurting. I went on a tangent. Donald Trump is playing everybody. I don't care. And it's not just Donald Trump, okay? Because like if you really, again, if you put the pieces together, because they put it all in our face, it's just all over the place. It's just all over the place, which is why people seem to be crazy, because it doesn't seem like it should go together. 11:33. But what if they do go together? Because of those one singular moments that happened in the past, 11:45. Like those moments of, oh, they accidentally sat me next to X, Y, and Z. But what if it wasn't really an accident? Okay. If conspiracy theorists are right, and this autism thing that I am thinking about is right, then the conspiracy theorists were right. They were just autistic and they honed in. They were autistic and nobody noticed it because they were able to adapt into society better. And because they were able to adapt, they were able to see. Because they were weird. No one likes a weirdo. And because of that, they were able to create all these conspiracy theories because they were able to notice the things that were out of place. Like a prey. Autistic people are naturally in their rabbit season. Well, they can start in the duck season. And they can be in the duck season or they can be in the rabbit season. Some of them are in the duck season and some of them are in the rabbit season. And they play the Elmer Fudd really well. Some of them are in a duck season and they can only do it out of sheer luck. And when they try to do it out of a rabbit season way, it backfires because they haven't really noticed it like the rabbit has noticed it. They noticed it from the viewpoint of the rabbit and not from the viewpoint of the duck. Wait. No. The duck seen it from the viewpoint of the duck and not the viewpoint of the rabbit. Yes. Because the rabbit sees it this way. And the duck sees the rabbit. So the duck is trying to copy the rabbit. And because the duck is trying to copy the rabbit, it doesn't work out because the duck didn't see what the rabbit actually saw. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, rabbit season, duck season. Hey, creatures. So I was just reheating my pizza and a thought crossed my mind. How, who, how in the world did the idea of reheating come to terms, like fruition? Who came up with that? Because from the knowledge that's been given to me, at least, it's always been eat your food before it gets cold. So who were the person or people that came up with the idea? Like someone was eating their food and they were like, I'm so full, but I can't eat another bite. And I don't want to eat this cold tomorrow. What am I going to do? Like, am I going to stuff my face? Give it to the brother, sister, just regret not having it? Or just eat it cold tomorrow? More or less likely, eat it cold tomorrow. Or maybe they were talking to somebody and they was like saying the same thing. And then like epiphany came and it was just like, well, just put it back by the fire for like a little second. Try that out. Or it was just a single person thought, just like, maybe I'll just keep it by the fire. Like, whatever. And I don't know. Just a thought I had while I was reheating my pizza in the oven. Yeah. What if autism is nature's way of telling us we are evolving? Because not the same stuff that used to work for us is not working like it used to. So what if that's just nature's way of telling us we're evolving? You guys remember when the internet used to ask us, what would you do? Or what was it? It was if you were trapped on an island, what food would you be stuck with? Like, what would you want to be stuck with? I'm coming to terms to think that was a psyop question to ask. Now, it's red string theory, okay? Complete red string theory. Why? Because autistic people don't like to, make their food, like change their food up. They like what they like and they don't want to change it up. Okay? So what if that question was testing to see where we were at, because the people that are playing this game with our lives are trying to see which way we as a human species will go. And one of those ways could possibly be like in the movies where everyone's wearing the same clothes. Let me say that again. Everybody's wearing the same clothes, yoga pants, yoga fits. Everyone's doing the same thing, gym bros, gym girls. And then everyone's eating the same things, drinking the same things, Starbucks coffee. Autistic people are really cool with eating one thing for the rest of their life. One or two things. Change it up every now and then. They're okay with that. A small change. But not a big change. So what if that's another, like, psyop plan that they have? And autism is, a red string theory. Okay, this one is most definitely not an autism message. So this one goes whatever else. Not part of the autism message, okay? So today is May 17th, Sunday, 6:01 p.m. Central Iowa, United States time. Okay, Gregorian calendar. Uh I have a big fun quirk of listening to tarot readers. It's something I enjoy a lot. I enjoy I enjoy the unknown a lot. I hate not knowing, but I love to know. So I love knowledge. I love to educate myself. And one of the biggest mysteries of the world is spiritual stuff, which back in the years before science, um, there were medicine women, medicine men, shaman, and all that. And they knew all of this information. This information was passed down to them somehow. Okay? And, well, I say all this because it's something I enjoy, something I practice. I love calling myself at least a shaman or a medicine woman. I don't really like calling myself a witch. I don't really like calling myself a Wiccan or pagan or nothing like that. I like medicine woman. I like shaman. It feels more earthly. I don't like being called a spiritualist, nothing like that. Like I'm going back before all these English words consumed and confused all of us. I am a shaman, I am a medicine woman. And I bring this up because there are some other oracles and shamans online. And there's this one in particular on YouTube, and her name is Linda Loves Tarot. And first, it's the month of May, and she went back to doing, or at least I say went back to doing. I don't know if she's done them before, but she used to. But from when I started till now, she used to just do channel messages, and then every now and then she'd do like a random like zodiac message, and most of the time those random zodiac messages kind of like hit. I think like out of all the times since I've been following her, two of them were Cancer signs and one was a Leo, and those were like the signs I've been looking at the most. And recently I was been thinking to myself before she even started, I was like, man, I need to get off channel messages. I need to stop all this blah 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 blah. And now she started doing weekly messages, and I'm just like, okay, interesting timing. So I listened to them, and as I listen to them, I'm like, okay, we'll see if this happens, because that's how they're just supposed to be predictions, guidelines to help you throughout your day. Okay, they're just guidelines to help you walk your path. Okay, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Right? That's why they say what they say. And anyway, I've been listening to one of her her very first one she started, which is this month, and I've been listening to it, and I've been trying to think back. I'm like, okay, none of this happened on the first week, and then I realized it didn't happen because I didn't do what I needed to do, and everything that happened is basically happening or has happened this week. Okay, and this is the week of the 16th, right? 17th? Yeah, Sunday the 17th. 10 days ago, the 7th is when certain things that happened this week was supposed to happen. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm behind. I'm blocking myself. That's the whole reason I'm coming on here to do this, because I witnessed what she said come true 2 weeks a week and a half ago, now happening now. So I'm probably blocking myself. And I'm saying this because you may be blocking yourself too. Yeah, you might be blocking yourself too, boo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So this tarot reader basically just confirmed what I said 2 or 3 years ago. Today's May 18th, 2026 Gregorian calendar. It is at the moment 8:33, 8:23, and the reader I am listening to is I Fem Oracle, and it's EYE, like eyeball I, a Fem spelled FH. She basically just said what I just said, which was I gotta rewind it now because it was um I'm younger than what I think because of, well, she's confirmed it saying that I am younger than what age I am spiritually than what my vessel is. And a couple days ago I spoke about one of my dreams where I was younger, and in this dream I was wearing an all white dress. In fact, I actually think I have that white dress now. I think I recently found this white dress. I did. I think I did. Hold up. I might have to find that, and I'm not gonna show you guys. 141 on my counter timer, not counter because I'm not on my other phone. 147. Yeah, I think I have that same white dress somewhere hiding. But I had a dream where I was younger, and I realized I was younger, and I was a lot more powerful in this younger dimension. And then she said that you are younger, but you are older. She just confirmed it. She just fucking confirmed it in a way, which is funny. Thank you, Mima. Yeah. I think I have confirmation for that because um I used to play video games. I still love playing video games. In my heart to heart, in like the deepest part of the back of my brain, I know I still want to play video games. I feel it. Like it's like this like corporeal feeling of like me sitting waiting for me to be like okay, so me can go back and enjoy video games. 323 on the counter. And as I say that as well, that reminds me of how certain people who are negative, they say the same type of stuff. They be like, yeah, I felt like I wasn't here, but baby, I'm back. I'm back. I felt like I wasn't here and something else was here, but baby, I'm back. I swear I'm back. Four one four. Yeah. The Most High, the greatest divine, whatever you want to call it. 434 on the timer. Allah, El, Yah, whatever. Highest self. 446. Just look up and it's 3434. 77. Bro, you can't make this shit up. Look, you hit the bro. I'm going to Wheel of Fortune. I'm done. You won. You won Galactical Nohana. You won your inheritance. You won shit that you shouldn't even have been. This shouldn't have been made accessible to you. This beginning, how big it is, this fortune, this position, recognition, your life. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides, spirit animals, greatest deities of highest knowledge. And even more, like this could have gone from individuals diving into your or attempting to dive into your energy or getting divination on it, and they saw that not intentions. You were supposed to be living your best life. This went from like thousands, hundreds of thousands to billions. You could have recently listened to billionaire affirmations. You are in a billionaire timeline. Because your energy is just this powerful. Like you have 551 and alchemized and embodied all of this current of chi that's paid to extinguish permanently your energy. You are walking abundance. They said you are walking life. You are walking time. You are walking karma. You are everything, limitless soul. Matter. Everything that God made you to be. You are everything. You are nothing. And nothing is everything, and everything is nothing. I heard far more than worthy. If nothing is everything, you everything is nothing. Encompass everything. And the respect that is being given to you has been earned. You have many heavy hitters that may have tested you. Whether it be like Hecate or Lilith or Mama La Santa Muerte or Papa Legba or Baron or Olegba. You have, I heard Obatala as well. Let me show, hold on. Because I may not even have this dress when I see this in the future. Because she's speaking names right now. And I may not even have this version of my dresses in the future. I made this last year for Ren Fair. And what it took to get you to this point. And she just named off a good amount of the deities. Being resurrected, like the things I tried to pause it, but it wouldn't let me. Flip the camera. Wouldn't survive. They're not going to survive this. What they did to you. I heard Anubis. Daddy, that's my dad. Yes. I heard Mayotte. That was such a weird thunder when she said Thoth. That was 747 on the counter. That was such a weird thunder. It sounded like a dragon roar. Yeah, like no, like. They said soul sergeant. You were put through things and moved from timelines that you had passed away in previous timelines. You have been moved from these timelines that you had. Yeah. Okay. That's the one. Excruciating trauma and suffering. But so we have this one. You didn't become the suffering you endured. It's like the way that your heart was weighed through every test. It's this like one. Every ring of hell, every judging character. Yeah, I messed up on this one. It's like you were consistently being tested, but you came out on top. But it still looks pretty good. It even has their names on it. I totally forgot about that. Oh, I'm so awesome. Hi, Shango. They said you have earned all that you are, all that you have. I forgot. I put everybody's name on their things. Oh. I did in my head. I swear I did. That was weird. I really did. I was really thinking that. No need to be anxious. It's all happening for you. And not in the way of like, oh God, I'm going through something again. This is happening for me, not to me. But no, this is all happening for your highest good. And seashell, seashells on the seashore. Where's your shell name? There's no name on your shell? That's right there. Okay. Now we go to the green. Somebody that acted impulsively is sick. Somebody that watched you. I'm telling you, they watched you die. Oh, Sean, Uncle. This is somebody that wanted you to be sick and needed you to be incapacitated mentally. I can't really see that name. They are now going through this. My bathroom door just opened. I wish they never would have done this because for what? What did they get out of this? Nothing. But a whole lot of pain. Pain that they, without any type of sympathy, without any type of remorse, caused. The hangman, I told you, they can't look at them. They want to change their mind. Mama. There's somebody that wishes they would have seen things from a different perspective. Okay, that's everybody. That's how to get that. Change the way that you are being seen. They could have been doing glamour magic. 1041. 1044. They could have even been attempting to affect a platform that you could be on with those that see and resonate with your life. I heard you cannot go back in time, but only you have been given the gift to shift it. These individuals that cannot change their circumstances, but you have been given the gift as a co-creator to be able to do this. So co-create your life. I told you, judgment just came out. It landed on the hangman, Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Pentacles, with whoever was acting impulsively in this Princess of Wands. Somebody, it's too late to have a shift in perspective pertaining to these individuals. The only reason why they're regretting their decisions to leave you out in the cold, to watch you suffer, is because they're under judgment. And they've been blocked from escaping this restriction, this oppression, this pain, and this permanent ending. I just heard it's too late to apologize. I'm getting like this timeline they're in is collapsing. There are individuals that are not going to make it through this restriction. Eight of Pentacles. This way, I told you this work that they paid for. That they want to apologize for. They traveled. This is also looking in remorse and regret. To the tower on this whole group, organization, network, society, all that. I'm also getting a practitioner saying I'm not going to do this work on this person. Good luck. I'm also getting a practitioner telling these people there's nothing I can do for you because of what you had done, what you did. You worked together, you paid other practitioners, you traveled to do work in order to upkeep this person's life and end them. And now you want to be in remorse and regret. Now you want to reverse the spell that you just said that's why you're coming to me? No, I'm sorry. You're going to have to sit through this one. So they're in remorse and regret because there's no, I heard not only remorse and regret, but soul-crippling fear. There's no escape. And for some of them, they know that death is near. The Chariot, and what I just said about death. Death is near. The Chariot, here it comes, riding in. Death to peace of mind, death to money, death to new beginnings in life. There's no escaping this. No. Bro, the confirmations back to back to back is crazy. This is also like some of these individuals may have, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police. They may have officials running up in their shit. Like these are individuals who could very well, with 8 of Swords, wind up in jail, and that to them is like a death while they're still alive. No freedom. No control over their own life or their schedule. Just bars. Some of them, they tried to get you imprisoned, detained, made false allegations, or attempted to have you institutionalized. Yeah, the divine didn't take kindly to that.
Also that they could obtain something I heard their greedy little hands were not meant to have. Ooh, their greedy little hands were not meant to have. I know y'all just saw that clip across the table. Ace of Wands in the reverse, this is a big beginning for you. Beautiful big beginning. It's being taken from individuals that were not supposed to have it. I heard they had been warned. Return it. Return it, and the retribution won't be as ruthless. Return it, and the retribution won't be as ruthless. They laughed at that. They thought it was funny. They were amused. They said, what karma? I'm hearing some of them even mock the Most High. They're scared now. I want to pull, listen, let me pull some true crime to get to the nitty gritty of this crime that was done against you. Because I want to see something. I told you freak accident. Accident. Look at the card. Look at the cards again. In ego. Somebody is going to be, and there was regret. I saw regret. We'll see if it comes back out. Jealousy just tried to pop out. Jealous, so they could have been attacking your physical appearance. That's going in the reverse. I'm hearing somebody is losing their hair. And also something is happening with their weight. Some individuals wanted you to be seen as an addict. So they were trying to target your appearance. This has gone in the reverse because they were greedy. So they wanted you to be seen in a certain way. This backfired. Somebody, debt. They are in karmic debt. Also, there's a celebrity that's going into debt. So you had secret society members, organized, I'm hearing hounds of these industries targeting you as well. Organized hounds of these industries. I hope they're ready. You better get ready. Because there are individuals in a position of recognition that, that name is confirmation. I've been seeing that everywhere. So, yeah. Yep. You're going to see some of these celebrities crashing out and claiming, being like, I have a mental illness. Like, they claiming that this is the reason why they act the ass. They're going to try and look at them, ego. They're going to try and make it appear to be, I also heard Lyme's disease. So somebody's going to try to cover up what's going on with their physical appearance, saying they have Lyme's disease. I don't know. That's relevant. It's already happening. They're pointing out somebody that went on a rant. Some of you know who this is, as a very well-known influencer, that went on a rant about those that lost their job in Spirit Airlines, and that had reached out to this specific individual for help. And they mocked this person and then started getting backlash after backlash. This is a part of these individuals, like, the losses they're about to take, I feel like their ego is so large, they're not going to see it as a loss. But it will be heavy. And it will be recognized by all that's observing them trying to step back into this position they had previously. So you're going to see some of these individuals making apology videos. You're going to see them being like, I only acted like that because I have this, like, or I only look like that because I have this, or I only said that as a joke. I'm sorry, it was a bad joke. You know, trying to like recover what mountains or recover what they've done that's backfired. So you're going to see some celebrities taking massive hits because they should have left people fuck alone. But this doesn't just have to be celebrities. These are people in a position of perceived power and recognition as well. Family. Oh, their families going to take hits too? Some of these celebrities, their families are going to be exposed for lies that they told. So this is going to publicly humiliate them. Something their family did is going to publicly humiliate these celebrities. I'm also getting that when it comes to you, your family lied on you. This is being exposed. And it could have been, the lies were so massive then with the exposure of them, not only are you receiving the abundance that is due to you, but it's going to propel you into recognition again because of how these individuals in a position of recognition were attacking you. This is an entanglement of energy you have alchemized. That was like a domino effect. The way this unfolded was amplified because of these individuals that had been targeting. Crazy business. Alive. I told you! We in business! Alive. The fact that you are alive will remain alive in the problem for all of these individuals that really thought they were going to be able to do something to you when God put you here to do what you were reincarnated to do, and they thought they were going to take that from you and your life. They were sorely mistaken. And this bad karma has just begun. This unfolding of ritualistic, self-imposed fate is just beginning. Because in a sense, when they did this ritual on you, when they did what they did to you, they did it to their own spirit too. That was the deal. If you overcame this, it would be done on, correct it. So I was going to say, if you overcame this, this would be done onto them. Spirit said, well, either way, they would experience it. What you put out is what you get back. Jealousy. Look at these jealous motherfuckers are getting this in the worst way back into their reality. What you put out is what you get back. It does matter that you overcame it, but like to the divine, it doesn't matter that you overcame it. What matters is they did it. And now they will receive it. It will be done unto them. With jealousy here, you have family jealous of you, celebrities jealous of you, probably politicians jealous of you, shit, even the CIA jealous of you. You're an ethereal angelic.
She said even I'm jealous of you.
I heard an ethereal angelic, highly advanced, extraterrestrial, intuitive being that has the ability to traverse timelines. Something unknown to what has been documented. This keeps getting buck wild. You shitted on him? Did you hear my baby in the litter box? You shitted on him. We got fraud, vote, grandparent. Fast as fuck, Troy. Did you hear the little skiggly taps in the background? So what just happened so quickly. These individuals do feel like whatever you had just done, however you had come back, the emanation of energy is shitting on it. I also heard pop your shit. So your spirit team is applauding you. We got fraud, boat coming out sideways, and grandparent. These individuals did fraud. Others had known that fraud was being done. This is a ship coming in. It's on the way to you. The way that it landed, grandparent. So some of you, a grandparent left you something.
Then I said, thanks me, my ancestors.
Your ship was coming in after fraud and lying.
She just said, you are a divine. Hold on.
Almost like you have the art of divine persuasion.
Instead of controlling other people's mind, the art of divine persuasion. Mirror magic. I like that. I'm going to use that.